Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from at this hour. Today is the 23rd of August, 2021. Before I start, I just want to say this. This is a disclaimer. This is not a financial advice. This is a disclaimer. This is on financial advice. Today, I'm going to be speaking briefly on something that I think will assist you, and I'm going to be showing you maybe like one or two examples in the market that will assist you in moving forward as a forex trader and being profitable in the market. And that's to do with speculation in the market. Avoid speculation in the market. Avoid speculation in the market. If you want to be a successful trader or investor, you need to avoid speculation in the market. And what's the speculation? Well, before I start, let me just quickly just go through now. I sent out a signal on our Instagram and Facebook this morning. So I don't know if you have seen it. You can go and check. But then let me just quickly share it, and we'll come back briefly. I just want this video to be short. This one. This thing. This is our Instagram page. This is the it was sent out today, 23rd of August, 2021. Like 5 hours ago, but it was actually sent like 6 or 7 hours ago, because I don't know why it's showing 5 hours ago. It's already, I did it chat like 7 a.m. this morning, so it was sent out at that time. So this is the short position. This one you see now, this one is showing 6 hours ago, and okay, it's showing 6 hours ago. Yeah, so I was surprised because I know we sent it out early. Let me just refresh the Instagram page briefly, then we can continue. Let me see now if the time is 6 hours ago. So this is the short position for buy, and then the sell position for a short, and then this the chart is euro pounds. I think our position on this one just got activated because, like I normally say, I do analyze a lot of charts, but I send out one on our Instagram page for people to pick and all that. So this is one of the analysis I did this morning, and I think our position just got activated. Like I said, I was waiting for confirmation entry ET. So this is it. This is the chart that was sent out today. You can visit our Instagram page and Facebook, and you see them there. Please, before I go further, please, if you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, please turn on the notifications. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Like I said before, once our YouTube page goes to a certain amount, I will start doing live webinars so that I can at least educate a lot of people. Because one thing you need to know about forex trading, until your mindset regarding forex trading changes, no matter the analysis and the chart that I give to you, you will still not be profitable in the market. You need to, you see, one thing that a lot of traders are very attached to, and it's very common with traders. Everybody comes into the market wanting to get the money first, want to get the money. They are neglecting the most important part in forex trading, which is the learning process. And I think that's even the avenue of life. You need to learn. Even when you give birth to a child, even before he starts walking, it learns how to stand, and before that it gets to that or that. But we are coming into forex trading without that knowledge and without that zeal to learn first, then the money will not come in. I won't blame a blood, because every one of us, if you see, we have been affected by that mindset. We have been affected by that mentality of let me just come. And they told me that once I come into this thing, I'm going to get a lot of money and all that. Then, but then we not neglect the most important part. Then we not learn the hard way, because later you blow your account, you are not even depressed because you are not going back and looking for someone. You blow your account because you refuse to learn. You blow your account. That should give you a lesson to say, no, this thing, let me go back and do this thing the proper way. But no, still yet you don't want. Then you now start looking for someone that will double your money for you, and or someone that will sell you robotic sinner, or someone that will add you to a WhatsApp group, and then they will show you their fake MT4, and then you lose money again. At the end of the day, you are depressed, and you go back and say, no, forex trading is not for me. I don't want it. I don't like it. No, you need to go through the right process. Make sure the learning first, then the order will follow. The learning first, that's the avenue of life. Like we see, what we do in the market is probably based on, we all are speculating in the market. I might have done my own due diligence, I might have done my own research, and I know, okay, this is what I'm going into, this is when I want to buy, this one I want to exit, and all that. And I'm 100% sure, maybe 90% sure, but when I say it out to you or send it out to you, you should take it as me being as me speculating to you. Even the chat that I send out now, I'm speculating to you, unless and until you do your own due diligence on them and be 100% sure. Okay, yes, okay. Because there's one message I got now. Even it was today, I believe. Even the person is asking me, is this target is it the target entry or exit? I don't understand. If anytime I send that message, I always say, please do your own due diligence. If you are even going to the chat now to check, you would have known, okay, look at the target, because we have not even reached that level yet. So you would have known, okay, this is the target. But we want to be lazy, and we now have people that are even encouraging the laziness, because why? They want to make their own, they are more concerned about their own pocket. And that's why you see them, and they are showing you fake MT4 account. They are showing you what's it called? Selling you robot. They want to add you to WhatsApp group that you have to pay money to subscribe, and then you are looking for people to double your money. Speculation in the market is one of the most dangerous things that can ever happen to a trader. When I did my MBA business course, the professor said, whenever whatever someone tells you in the market, please never, he said never believe that person until and unless you have done your own due diligence. And that's why you see, I always try to hammer on that particular listing. Please, whenever I send out this, I might be 100% sure, I might be 90% sure, I might be 50% sure, but you should also do your own due diligence. That's how you learn. That's how you learn and then master this trade, not just in trading, even in our daily lives. You need to avoid speculation. Whenever I send out something, I'm speculating until you are able to go do your own due diligence. Do not take my word for it. I'm human. I might be prone to mistake. There was one time, I believe, I was analyzing the chart. I sent the chart. I sent the chart out. I was analyzing the chart. I believe then it was New Zealand, and it was New Zealand and US dollar. It was New Zealand and US dollar. I analyzed it on my team trading view and all that, and it was supposed to be a buy position. It was New Zealand and US dollar. After analyzing it, I wanted to open it on. I only had one account free then. The other account, they were all occupied. So when I wanted to open the trade and set up my entry and exit, I now saw that the broker, they don't have New Zealand and US dollar. It was vice versa. It was US dollar and New Zealand. So if New Zealand US dollar, I was supposed to buy. It was a buy position that I saw spotted. Now I've already analyzed the chart. It was a buy position. So when I got to the broker to open my position, I saw that there was no New Zealand US dollar. It was US dollar New Zealand. You know, there are some broker like that. They pay. It was New Zealand USD New Zealand. Now I had to analyze again to actually open that position. So it now became a sell position on that. But I have already analyzed a buy. So I went and I did the changes just to make sure that I open my position like that. But then I sent it out the other way, and people, thank God, I quickly realized and had to quickly go and delete it. Imagine someone who just dive in without even going and say, why is it say when it's supposed to be buy and all that? You dive in, at the end of the day, you lose your money. You say, no, this person doesn't know what he's doing. But you need to understand that we all are humans. We are prone to errors. We are prone to mistake sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I send out this thing. Instead of them to put it on sell position, they put it on buy. or like a pig. They put it on. Like there was one time I came out and I apologized to some people and I told them there was a mistake here. Please don't take this pig, because it was supposed to be on sell position, but they added it to buy position. So we need to understand this logic so that we don't fall into the hands of these people. I keep on saying this because what I want is, let's build a forest community, because people are watching. We have intelligent guys here in Africa. We have intelligent young guys, but just that we are now too lazy to put in the hard work. And I keep asking us this question, which has been one of the guys. Who told us in Africa that making money is easy? How do you even? Who told you that? Okay, you can you'll be sleeping, a robot will be making money for you. Who gave us that impression and all this? Why can't we just sit down? If it dies, everybody will be a billionaire. What you do, you buy the robot, you go and sleep, you plug it there so that it will make money for you. So we need to have this shift of mentality, because, like I said, no matter, even if I go to the chart and I analyze each candle for you, if I'm unable to change your thinking and your mindset regarding trading, bro, you're still going to blow your account. You'll be coming back and coming in and out. So avoiding speculation in the market, because whatever we do, try as much as possible to do your own due diligence. Wherever anybody says in the market, like sometimes I get, like today, there was a friend of mine that was spoke, and he gave me, we're speaking about what's it called, some shares that some company that I went and, like I told you, like a few weeks ago, I went and did this. I'm still not done with some of them now. These are some of the analysis that I went studied the annual report of some companies. So we're speaking today, and I told him that look at what I have done. What about that short break? So we were discussing. So I asked him. He was asking me the company that you because I went like 19 different companies that I studied, because we are very, like I told you, we have like a community of investors that we are together, and we discuss and share ideas together. And so he was asking me, it was a Zoom call today. So he was asking me which company. So I told him, and that he is an intelligent investor. He needed just the name, so that he now gave me a name. The name of the company is even here. I have never even. So he gave me he told me about the company. So I got the name of the company already. Now what I need to do now, I am not just going to go now. I just buy shares. I just buy the stock with them. No, what I need to do now, I will look for the request for the annual report of the company, maybe back to 10 years or back to 5 years. Then study it and know, okay, these people, yes, they are good company, but are they trading at the actual and the right intrinsic value now at this time? No or yes. Then is this the right time to buy? When is what should I buy it for a long term? Or then I will be able to know for myself that yes, this is what I'm getting into. This is what I'm getting into, and this is what I'm expecting. Because you need to be intelligent. You can't just someone just send you something and you just dive in. You see, one thing, maybe one of the, I will speak on the Kelly optimization method, so that we need to, there are a lot of strategy and a lot of method that you can apply in forex trading and in life in general, and you see yourself moving forward, because you want to make the money first and you are not interested in learning. And it's not right. You need to learn first and then be interested. Down the money will start coming. I just finished a course that was this month, August. Yeah, the course finished this month, August, with Harvard Business School online, and I did well. I've learned something from there. Now I applied again for another program with Harvard. It's starting October of this year 2021. Then I'll get on. I have another course that is starting with UCT, and that one is starting September. So by October, I will be doing two different courses together. Learn. This thing does not fall from heaven. You can't. They say what you sow, you reap. You need to put in the hard work first. Put in the hard work. It might not be easy, but trust me, at the long run, you will understand and reap the benefit. So speculating in the market is very dangerous. Why do people? Because the reason why people tend to believe in speculation is because they are lazy, and majority of them don't even know that they are being controlled by speculation in the market. They think, okay, yes, anything that someone tells me in the market is true. No, that's one of the mentality you need to have. Whatever pick I send to you, whatever I say to you in the market, don't take my word for it until you have done your own due diligence. That was one of the things when I did my MBA with the professor told me, never. He said never. That word stick to me. He said, never accept and believe anything someone told you about the market. Go and do your own due diligence, do your own research, and be sure. So when you come out, you know what you're doing. And that has really helped me. No matter what I show you on the chart and all that, without me being able to change your mind, and without you being able to take the bull by the horn and say, no, yes, this is my journey. Let me go in now and start the hard work. Buy books, learn, read books about learning. The time you were using to gallivant in our WhatsApp group, people are sending you free chat. You can take a book about the market and study. You might get one information there that will change your mind. Forex trading is actually the psychology that moves the market. Psychology is the force that moves the market, and people have this psychology together, and they are all linked together psychologically. They are the one that moves the market. You understand? So we need to abolish this attitude and this behavior and of this lazy trader. Let's assume now, okay, let me just check. Okay, let's assume that I said this video will not be long. Okay, so let's assume I'm not talking too much. I don't understand. So let's assume I got the company now, like what I did when I said I went to analyze some chart and some company, and I saw that, okay, I've seen some that I can invest in. Let's assume that I went there and I saw one company. Maybe I've studied their trading at their intrinsic value, the correct value at that time, and I believe that I saw that, okay, the management, they are okay and they are honest and all that. The company is good, and they will believe that in next 5 years I will be able to get maybe like 20, 40, 50, 100 or 2,000 percent return from my initial investment. Yes, I mean, at that time the company was trading $20 per unit. That's how you see speculation. Look at the effect of speculation, the damage that speculation does. If the company is trading at $20 at their unit, and I've done my own due diligence, I know that that's the right value for that company at that time, then I will buy some shares with the company. Then maybe like 4-5 months later, within that year, they will now saw that the company is now trading at let's say $90 or $80 now per unit. You see now the news will start going around that, wow, this company, they are doing well now, this one is doing well, and this one is everything. And you see now the people will start speculating around the market environment. You now, because you don't know what you're doing, you are listening to speculation. Now the trader, now someone tells you that, oh, this thing is trading now at $80, this company is good, look at within the 4 months they have made this, and they have, you see the euphoria of this, that people are doing this, let me do this. That's what has gotten a lot of traders into issues. That's what has gotten a lot of traders, a lot of investors into issue, because of the euphoria of this person just did this, let me do it. This person just bought this, let me buy it. Because you are not able to go and do your own due diligence on that same thing. Now they told you today that the company is now trading at $80. Maybe before the close of the day, you now saw that the company is trading at $90 per unit. Now you have already confirmed this speculation that they are saying that this company is unit. Now you buy some shares now with $90 per unit. So now let's assume that few months later now, the company now we have a dip in the stock price. We had a pullback, and then it start trading at $60 today, and the next day is trading at, now let's assume when we're down to $60, you start hearing, because people are there, people are speculation is that you need to close your ear to speculation. That's one thing that will help you as a forex trader. Now, people now will start, the same speculator now will start going around speculating that, this company, I don't think that this company is going to do well. No, the way something is going down and all that and this. But someone that bought when it was $2, $20, has already done his own due diligence. He knows that, it is the market. The market will perform whatever it wants to perform. In every year, you should be if you are aware that a company might have a dip for like at least 3 months. Yeah, you should be aware of that. So the person that bought $20, even when he's trading at $60, he's still on profit because he did his own due diligence. He entered when it was right and all that. So it's okay. He's not panicking. But you that is being moved by speculation, and you are panicking. He's trading at $60. Then the next day you say, okay, let's look and see. The next day it starts trading at $50. So now you have confirmed that what these people are saying is true. This speculation, because you're listening to people, then you quickly cash out and say, no, let me just better close it now at $50 so that I know instead of me to lose everything. So now you close it at $50, you're already down $40. Because you invested $90, but you're already down $40. So your account now is now $50. Now, a few months later, after the dip and all that, you saw the company now going up now to, let's say, 160 or 150 per unit. Now you are regretting and saying, wow, why did I not leave this thing? Why did I cash out? Why? Because you were unable to do your due. If you had been able to do your due diligence and study that company, you would have known, okay, this company, okay, yes, maybe is even going high, but the intrinsic value then maybe it would have been the right value, maybe it would have been like $50. Or let's say $55 or $49 per unit at that time, because these people are the one pricing the market, the mafias there in New York Stock and Wall Street. They are the one pricing. So is maybe the right intrinsic value at that time is $50, but you were not aware. If they are driving the price up, you dive in at $90, then it goes down. But the person that bought, if you were wise and you have done your own research and calculation, you would have said, okay, let me wait for a pullback, a dip before I buy. Wise investors don't buy at the top when we are seeing a bullish trend. We buy when there's a bearish trend. You see a dip, and then there's an opportunity to buy. Then you see the difference between you, someone that is able to do his own due diligence, and someone that is listening to speculation. Now you speculate, at the end of the day, you go again with the same attitude, same mindset to look for someone again, because believe you me, people are dead. We have millions, billions of people. That's their work. They are there to speculate. A lot of us speculate as well. Whatever we're doing in the market, we are speculating as well. But your own ability is to know what to do on your own, not just to believe on whatever someone is saying to you. Know what to do on your own. Now you go back again with that same mindset with the $50 remaining, and then you go again, and then you blow the account again. Then you see now you are back down to square one. If you are unable to, if you, the reason why, you see, I'll speak to you about the Kelly optimization. Let's use a formula now of why the reason why I can say, okay, if I have 10, I can hold this position because I have done my due diligence. Let's assume that, okay, let's use this formula. Let's say a mathematical formula. Let's say Okay, let's say I'm just going to give you one analogy now. Then I'll just show you a chart. Then we'll call it a day. Then maybe by tomorrow or before the end of the week, we'll still come back and have a discussion. Those of you that are sending me DMs, I've told you I don't respond to DMs. I don't know why they keep on repeating that. Please, if you want to ask me any question, you want me to speak on something that maybe you want me to speak on the topic, just email the company. Then I will take time out, and then maybe like now, because the reason why I'm doing this speculation is because of what message someone sent me, and also what I saw on the internet on our page. So just do that. Then maybe by when next I will speak on that. So let's use this from, let's say, the mathematical formula. Yes. Okay, let's say 4p minus 2 equals to s, where 4, let's say 4 times because like I said, whatever we're doing in the market is based on probability. Let's say now 4p minus 2 equals to s, where 4 times the probability of winning is p. P minus 2 equals to the percentage, let's say down the percentage of my total account. As 4p minus 2 equals to s, where 4 times the probability of my winning, that's of my winning, which is p, minus 2 equals to the percentage of my account. Let's assume, okay, let's give it this thing. Let's assume that the probability of my winning, let's assume, like I have done my research now, the probability that yes, this thing is 100%. If my probability, because there's some company that you analyze, you are not sure that is, but you have the conviction, but it's like your mind is 50-50. This company might, okay, let me go on use the Benjamin Graham method, or let me go with Warren Buffett method of long or short, or you understand. So if my probability of winning is 40%, or let's say it's 50%, what should I do? I will bet 10% of my account to avoid, so I can get maximum winning return. That's why you see even this what's it called, risk management and others. A lot of people need to understand what that really means, because even now people are very good at risk management, but at the end of the day they are still blowing their account. So let's assume that the probability of me winning in this trade, maybe I've done my due diligence and I say, okay, is 70% of my probability is 70%. That's the reason why other traders are better, because they are able to grab opportunity in the market. They are able to understand that this is an opportunity, let me grab it. So if my probability of winning is 70%, then I will maybe bet 50% of my account to achieve maximum profit and reward. But let's assume my probability is 100%. Wow. Then I will bet, let's say 90%, or even bet all, just to achieve maximum return. But whereby your probability of winning is 50%, and you are betting 90%, you are digging your own grave. That's why a lot of people need to, whereby your probability of winning is 50%. You have not even done now, even you people that are listening to speculator, your probability of winning is even 0 or even 1%, but you are betting the whole of your account on this thing when you have not even done your duty. That's the danger of speculation in the market. That's the danger of speculation, because you are not sure. That's why you see some people, if my probability of winning is 100% now, trust me, I'll bet 80% or 90% of my account on that trade, and I'll achieve maximum return and reward. But whereby you don't even know your probability of winning. That's why I use this mathematical formula now to describe it, so that you understand properly. You need to know your probability of winning. If once you have that mentality, that will now come to and push you now to do your due diligence before you enter any trade. You understand? To give you that idea now, because awareness. They said, when the what's it called? the abuse is inevitable. When the a purpose of a thing is not known, then abuse is inevitable. Because now, if you are able to know the probability of winning this thing, I know, okay, it's 50, because you cannot be, you have done your, if someone that bought shares $20 has done it, his analysis and said, okay, I know this company is going to eat this amount and this thing, he has done this thing. So he's able to bet and leave it there without panic. But you that is working with what is it called? Speculators, listening to speculation in the market, you don't even know what's going on. Someone will just say something and you just bet all your money and put it. Maybe the person that even said that this thing, maybe he's not even 100% sure. Maybe he even bet the bet he had on that peak was maybe 10%, because maybe his probability is like 50% or 40%. He's not that sure, so he will bet like 10% of his account. But you that has not done anything, you go and bet 90% or 80% of your account. At the end of the day, when it backfires, the person that bet 10% of his account is still okay. But you that went and bet 90%, you are finished. You are already done. You are digging your grave. That's why you need to avoid speculation in the market. Try and do your own due diligence. Let me just quickly see if there's any chart I can use now to analyze something. Then I will call it a day, because I need to rest. Let me rest. You see now. You see this thing that we wear, this thing I will analyze. I will get out of this market. I thought I was going to love my profit here, and this you saw that. You saw a pullback now. So this is not what I want to show you. This is not. Let me use this one. Now, if we take a look at this chart, because the Bayesian analysis, you need to merge what's it called, the previous data with current data, and still open for any data that might creep in at any time. That's why I always say people backtest. Whatever I do in the market, I try as much as possible to make sure my fundamental is okay, my technical is okay with serious backtesting, and the market tune is okay and it's right for me. The environment, the atmosphere is okay. But people just want to see a chart like this. That's why you see they will say supply and demand. Okay, let's assume that this is okay. Let's assume. Let me do a replay so that we are sure of what we're doing. Let's do a replay. Okay. Now there's the chart. You saw something now. Let's assume this is on the 1 hour time frame. You saw something here. What's this one now? I think this one. What's this now? What's removing? Why is this a remove? Oh, this one. Oh, sorry. So let's assume this is the what they call this US. So let's assume this is the, you said okay. This is a recent what's my message? This is a recent occurrence of what just occurred. We saw a continuation, we saw a rejection, then we saw a pullback. Now someone that doesn't know what he's doing, someone sent you you can see, wow, this we are entering a sell. We are entering a sell zone. Be at alert. You not even done your own due diligence. So now, because you've seen that there was a rejection here, second rejection. Now something is dead. Someone sent you now and said, look, there's a position here, so let's go. Now you are waiting and you set your entry level here, your stop loss here, let's assume, then maybe your take profit take profit 1 here, here, and 2 here, 2. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So now you're already happy that yes, we've seen my entry, then 1, then probably 2. Your setup is done now. Because by someone just told you and said there's a opportunity, and due to this recent data, you are very happy and you open. And then let's go now, let's play this thing now. Because I don't understand why will you believe someone? It's easier for anybody to analyze a chart that has been done, something that has already happened. I mean, if you are 100% sure of what you're saying to me, that's why if you're 100% sure, 90% sure, please, when you say that, analyze it and you send it out first. Then later, let's come back and see that, okay, what actually happened. So let's play now. Let's play. Then we saw, wow, let me pause. You saw now, immediately we saw this bullish candle activated this position. Then we saw the red candle that actually came down, and he's happy. He said, yes, my analysis is working. We are already in the trade, and now we are seeing the pullback. There was a continuation downside. Let's play again, and then we saw, boom, oh, then we saw a drag, struggle, then boom, then come down. Wow, stop loss. Hit your stop loss now. You're out of the market here. Then we saw a continuation to actually hit this place, and then I will now saw a continuation on downside. So maybe I actually hit your TP. There's one more method I will give to you. There's the way I use my Fibonacci entry. I actually developed that method myself. That was what when I was having this issue, so I had to improvise. I was thinking a lot. So let's assume now that you saw what just happened now. Because of this recent data, you were able to say, okay, let me just open here and stop loss here. It actually hit your stomach because that's what you are looking for. Because you don't want to do things yourself. You are a speculator, so you definitely hit your stop loss. Let's assume that, okay, let's draw this line here. Let's assume as an intelligent trader, someone sent out something to you. What are you supposed to do? Then after you've seen this, then let's go now to a daily time frame and see if everything is, if there has been okay. Now this is the level here. Then you saw that, I'm just going to make sure that this, there was a time this thing got hit this level. 1, but because this one was what you saw, if you had back tested a little bit, then you would have seen that, wow, this thing is fake. Oh, this thing is fake. There was a continuation, and if you were very intelligent, let's draw this line. You see the scenario and the analysis. Now, if you had been able to, so you check this trend, and you saw that this thing actually broke out from this level in the first place. It actually broke out on the last trend they had like this. It actually broke this level. Now you saw now that this thing. So what that tells you, it did not even break once. It happened twice. It broke through this level 1, and we saw a fall, and then we saw a continuation again to break out from this same level that you thought that this is your entry level. Let me just go. So you see, So you now saw that no, even this level twice it came down and broke out and came and gained another momentum again to break out again to even exceed this level. So if you are analyzing with this level, so you need to know what happened when we got to when we saw a support at this level in the past. What actually happened? Where did we eat? You understand? Now you are able to know that wow, when we got this support, the last time we got this support, we actually saw we broke out from this thing. So that now will not give you the understanding to say no, I need to wait and exercise patience in the market to know what actually, if my entry level should even be at this level, or okay, should I play safe and activate my entry level at this place, at this level? Because why? I've seen that this place broke through twice and we saw a rejection and then before a fall. So let me use this as a benchmark to set up my trade. You understand? So if you had done your back testing to know this thing was when it was September 2017, and now it happened again in what's it called? In we saw the trend started in September 19 and ended when? Yeah. Then we see started almost October. October. So we saw now again. Now the trend came here again at this level, and then we see this thing. So some intelligent trader will say to himself, no, I won't enter here. This is not my entry level. There's nothing here. At least this hammer gave you a signal that we are having an uptrend. You see, this hammer gave you a signal that we're having it. At least there's a confirmation here that okay, yes, we're having an uptrend. And then we saw a rejection here. Then we saw a fall to respect this level, and then we are seeing a continuation. An intelligent guy that knows what he's doing will not set his entry at this level, whether he will adjust, because why? He has seen in the past that no, wow, this thing broke through, and we saw this was not this rejection here is actually fake. Is actually what? Fake. So that's what someone needs to understand in the market, so you don't keep on moving from year to year. You are growing your account every day, and who are there? Because that's why now you are looking for someone to give you a robotic signal. You are looking for someone to do what to. You are looking for someone to give you a robotic signal. You are looking for someone to double your money, which doesn't work. Who told us that making money is easy? If making money is easy, everyone will be a billionaire. It's not easy, but one thing I can promise you and I can assure you, if you put in the hard work into learning, if you develop a passion for learning, you will never cease to grow every day. You see yourself growing day by day, and that will not give you the confidence that you need in the market, because there's a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. So if you start learning, you start having a shift of mindset, the paradigm shift of your mindset. The mind is the compass of someone. The mind. So you don't start looking for these people. Develop a passion for this thing. You can open a demo account, be studying, do your this thing, analyze it on the demo account. So these people that are showing you this thing will not be eating your money. It's like you have the loss of money. At the end of the day, you're not going into depression. So I just decided that okay, I need to speak on this issue today, so at least it might help someone out there that even in our daily lives, you don't need to listen to speculation. People are there to speculate. It's your duty to do your own research and due diligence before you listen to anyone. So that's what I just wanted to say to us, and I hope our week will be profitable. I'll speak to you again maybe on, I don't know, maybe if I receive any email of anything I need to speak about, I will come back online, but otherwise I will speak to you on Friday. So have a lovely week, and I hope your week will be profitable and peaceful. Bye bye.